Hello, welcome with my third video for the eShop e-commerce web application. With my previous two videos, I have shown you how I have created the designs for the sign up design and also how I have created the sign in design, and also I have shown you in my second video how I have developed these validations for the sign up page. And by this video I am going to show you how I have created the sign in part and how this sign in process is working, and also what are the validations I have created for functioning this sign in part. So okay, first of all I'll show you the validations from this sign in part. So then I'm going to sign in by clicking this button. So it says that I have to enter my email. So I'm going to enter my email as institutework678@gmail.com. So this is the email I have used for login in this video. This is the email that I am using for making this login process in this video. So then I'm going to sign in. It says that we have to enter the password also. Password is a must for signing in. So then I'm going to enter the password, but I can't remember it here. So let's seek it from the database. Here, this is the database I have created for this e-commerce application eShop. This is the user table. From the user table we can find out institutework678@gmail.com. This is the password I have given, 456789. Okay, so then I'm going to give the password here, 456789. So okay, without giving that correct password, I am giving another password as 145. So then I'm going to sign in. It says that invalid details. Okay, so we have to find the valid password to this email we have entered. So I'm going to give the valid password as 456789. So then I'm going to sign in. So this is my home page, but the design for the home page I haven't created yet. For the design of the home page I'm willing to give you another video in future. So then here I have gained the first name of the logged user from my database, and also this is the home page. For gaining this first name of the user, I have used here sessions and cookies. So you can see here I have created PHP SSID, and that means I have used here sessions in order to get this first name of the user. So okay, then I am deleting this session. No cookies here. So then I'm going to go to this page again. I'm reloading it. You can see here this is the sign in page, and I'm not going to show you how this remember me option working in this video. I am willing to give you that in another video in future to show you how this remember me option is working. So, and also for this forgot password I am giving another video in future. So okay, then let's look on the code, how I have created this sign up, how I have created this sign in process. So you can see this is the sign in box, and this is for the remember me option. So don't think about that, I'll explain it in future. So then this is the design for the sign in, and I have discussed it in my first video for this video series. And you can see here for this button, sign in button, I have given this on click function as sign in. So here in this script.js file you can see this is the function sign in, and I have gained these IDs to these variables as email to password to, and don't think about this remember me option. So then I have created a form, virtual form, and I have appended the values of those input fields for the email and the password to that form. And here I have created an Ajax object. Then I have passed that Ajax object to this sign-in process.php file via post method, and I have passed it that form here to this sign-in process.php file. So let's look on this sign-in process.php file. This is the sign-in process.php file. I have started the session because if you can see here, I have set cookies for this email and the password. If I have to set cookies for this email and password if the user has ticked that remember me checkbox. So because of that I have used here, but also here I have created this session because here you can see I have made a session in order to get all the details from the user from the user table. This $D stands for that the fetch associated data from the results set row we have gained by executing this search query to this database with the usage of this email and the password that the user uses to signing in. And okay, you can see these are the validations I have created. I have checked whether the email field is empty or not, and also I have checked whether the password field is empty or not. Simply I have created validations because here the user should enter the valid email and the password for logging in here. So no any usage of making strict validations to this sign-in process.php file. And you can see here as usual I have gained this connection.php file in order to get these classes and functions from this connection.php file. You can see I have explained this much in my second video when I am explaining the validations and the process of the sign up. And okay, then from the sign-in process.php file all these echoes and the cookies and all these things has been passed again to this script.js file with the Ajax object, and I have gained the response text of that Ajax object to this variable t, and I have checked whether that t is equal to success or not. If it is success, I have given that window.location home.php. So I am directing the logged user to the home.php file, and I'll show you that home.php file here. In that I have started the session also, and I have checked whether the session is available or not. So then if the session is available, I have gained that all the details those are available in that session associative array to this $u variable, and then I have give this to this paragraph tag as hi, and I have echoed this first name of the logged user. So then here I have given that if there is no session available when a user access this home page, so then again that user is directing to this index page. So let's try it again. Here I am logging the user as institute work 678, and I am giving the password as 456789. So then I am going to so then I am going to signing in. So you can see the first name of the user and this hi is printed within this paragraph tag, and this is the home I have used here. Then I am going to delete this cookie, delete php ssid, then I am reloading it. So then it says that hi, sign in or register. So then by clicking this button we can direct to this sign up page. That is the function, that is the thing that here I have given that anchor tag now. So okay, this is the way I have created the home.php file simply for doing this video, for explaining you how this sign-in process is working. Then if the response text is not equal to success, that means in this else condition I said that I should gain this message to this paragraph tag who wants this id as message to, and I have to make in a HTML the text we have gained from this sign-in process.php file, you can see many echoes available here. So those echoes should be in HTML to that paragraph tag, and that is the way I used to show the error messages. In this sign-in page, you can see the error messages are coming to this place. So this is the way, and okay, you can see here this is the way I have created the validations for the sign-in process, and this is the way I have searched the details from the eShop database and from the user table, and this is the way I have developed the code in order to register, in order to signing in a registered user to this e-commerce application. So then thank you for joining with me in this video also. Then let's meet with the next video, and in the next video I'm willing to show you how the remember me option is working for this sign-in process.